I'm just a simple thief in the night, my lady. Well, hello there, Miss Bride. You forgot this. What I came seeking is a precious jewel that an evil sorcerer has locked away in a dark, forbidding tower. With your consent, this humble thief will liberate the lovely gem. Like a beautiful treasure that's hidden away in a shadowy vault. An innocent maiden is forced to marry against her will, but an outlaw whisks her to freedom. Ooh. You see? Heroism goes along with my job. How do we do that? If we call out with the panic button, we'll be giving up before the exam has even started. I could claim to be Napoleon. How would you prove I'm not? Doricos Soldum IV, BK 2510. King Mayan, this is a real thrill. I didn't know you were applying for Alliance Cadet training. That's a bit unusual for a king to do, isn't it? Hey, I'll bet you're from one of the first families of Saba, aren't you? You can always recognize a Saban by their beauty. If that 11th person becomes a threat to our lives, we'll have to defend ourselves with any weapon available to us, because we may be talking life and death here, Ganga. Don't you understand that? What the hell's going on out there? Incredible. I don't believe it. My god, it's Ryu Zenpaku. I don't know. Only fools come against us! I'm Shoji! I was passing by and noticed you might need a little weed whacking done. You won't get by me! Rose Whip! Tell me, are you betting on Yusuke? Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have given him back the seal if you didn't think you could make it. Where am I? Conan? Then I've returned. To the world of the book. But why? I don't believe any of that! I'm Tamahome! Of the Suzaku 7! My friends and I fought the Seiryu 7. And with my own hand, I pierced his side. My hand that can still feel the warmth of Miyaka's hand. It's not an illusion. It's the truth! Don't blame me, Mirai. I made an accurate calculation. It's in the nature of the Moldiver. Every time you metamorphose, a mass unit of the mole crystal is decreased and its efficiency goes down. The reaction coefficient was already bad, and the converted loss has been multiplied considerably. I know you're worried, but there's nothing we can do about it. It's out of our hands. Look, these are program with transformations number 1 and number 2. You have to get them to Misaki immediately. Yeah, I successfully separated the unit into 2 parts. Well, each separately can only be used 1 time. But its efficiency is just the same as before, and it's better than nothing. This is it. I harness this power for a situation like this. If I'm really going to use it, now is the time! It's time to really do this. Man, what a ride. Huh? Oh shit! The time limit! I have constant nightmares. I can't get any sleep. And all the time I'm awake, I suffer from chronic depression and anxiety, and the stress is just awful. My social life is non-existent. I'm so isolated and lonely, I may as well be a hermit or a monk. Please forgive my ignorance, sir, but I had no idea that you were the famous Dr. Blackjack. All I can think about is suicide. You're the only one in the world who could possibly cure me. You've got to help me, Doctor. Price is no object. I'll pay any amount you want. I inherited a very large estate when my parents died, and I'd pay every penny I have to be free from this curse. What will it take?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's incredible! This reporter has never seen anything like it! Japan's most famous landmark! Mount Fuji, the country's stately symbol and subject of ancient lyrics and poetry, has erupted and is spewing volcanic ash before my eyes! God help us all!
Al, let's call it a day. You can look all you want to, but we're not going to ever find that secret Fedi base. Because the security treaty between Side 6 and the Federation isn't officially in effect yet. In other words, there are still limits to what they can do here. They gotta keep it under wraps. Nobody can know. You understand that, right? Don't worry about who's going to be the pilot, all right? I'll get my chance to be an ace soon enough. Well, remember, we could be caught by the Feddies. That's well said, Al. All right then, what do you say we go get some weapons?
It looks to me like America needs heroes now more than ever. I gather that she's important to you, but remember, you're also important. A lot of people are counting on you. People just like her. I know you want to go with her, but if you do, she may not have a world to wake up to. That's the price you pay when you do this job. I've spent the last 50 years with the Red Skull's hands at my throat. I know how he thinks. That madman would never allow someone to be more powerful than he is. Hightail it over to the United Nations and protect the delegates. Spider-Man and I will go after the Vortex. You can do it, Spider-Man! You're a hero!
First, last, and always!
Fight on, Spider-Man! Fight on!
I think we're great together. So what do you say? Felicia? You weren't even listening.
I'm sorry, Brace. I've got a lot on my mind.
What's wrong, darling? We've gone out several times, and no matter what we do, you always seem to be somewhere else. Felicia? You're home.
I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear. Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for? I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile. The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know? From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started. So you really didn't know. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear. What's Metal Gear really designed for? I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile. The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know? From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started. So you really didn't know? If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need. Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. War has changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. War has changed. ID-tagged soldiers carry ID-tagged weapons, use ID-tagged gear. I'm no hero. Never was. I'm just an old killer, hired to do some wet work. I'm telling you, war has changed. So you do what you have to. I'm no hero. But whatever good I've done, it was him. You're kidding, right? It's Mario. Otacon, there's a gorilla wearing a tie here. He's huge. Hey, Otacon, I got a woman here in a power suit. Mei Ling, Samus took her clothes off. Oh, without that bulky power suit, she's gotten a lot more agile. That guy with the mustache. Hey, that's Luigi. Show him a little respect. Colonel, snap out of it. Colonel! Colonel! This is Solid Snake. Welcome to 76 of an ongoing series where we basically take the camera anywhere we want, and we try to find secrets and new discoveries to some of our favorite games. And let's see here. Boundary break. Off-camera secrets. A magic camera? Are you kidding me? What did I sign up for here? I guess we can comb Shadow Moses one more time. Commencing operation. Look, I'm late to pick up my date for tonight. We're going to a very expensive restaurant. Where'd you put the keys to my Ford Focus? Ah! There's no way you're taking it! The Sony audio system and all 10 of its speakers is mine! Along with the Active Park Assist, which helps me to parallel park hands-free, plus a rear-view camera and voice-activated technology. Surely you know better. How about I order you and your girl a cheese pizza instead? After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique, but that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good. You're nothing but a dictator. You use fear to keep your soldiers in line. You use words to deceive your allies. You exploit those who look up to you as a mentor, and then you throw them away. The country you're building is no heaven for soldiers. The place they're looking for is outside your heaven. Yeah, they're saying I was sent out to take down a Soviet missile base. That's it. But I've realized something. I'm not living unless I'm in battle, so I have to find my own reason to fight. I have to pass on what's been handed down to me. I'm not going back. I'm done looking for the truth. I was wrong. She betrayed me, Kaz. In the end, she put down her gun. And when she did, she rejected her entire life up to that point, including me. In giving up her life, she abandoned everything she was as a soldier. I won't make the same choice as her. My future is going to be different. From now on, call me Big Boss.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
Hey, Ash. This is Snake. What the hell are you playing?
I promise to uphold every standard of the Jedi and Galactic Republic.
Is that what you want? What about the man inside that base waiting to be rescued? You'd abandon him? This is a moment of truth, Sergeant. Do you give up and let evil win? Or stand up and fight? The Sith want us to panic. Don't give in to fear.
With this much at stake, 2 Jedi are better than 1.
This is a crisis the entire Jedi Order should deal with. Don't you think? It's an important responsibility I won't take lightly. We'll get those weapons back and use them to destroy the Empire once and for all.
Where I go, death follows. Winter Soldier on site, ready to move. That one's for Cap. Cap, it's just good to be by your side. I'm not anybody's weapon anymore. Mercy! Where was my mercy? This is what I was made to do. Fight for what you believe in, or die on the battlefield. Target acquired.
How did it come to this? See, once upon a time, they told the truth. But it wasn't scary enough. It wasn't dramatic enough. See, a story needs good guys and bad guys. A story needs hope, and the truth is grim. You know, you probably never thought you'd hear these words from me, but the truth, it's depressing. See, for years, I had it backwards. I thought the sugary spoonful of video game infotainment tastes better than the bitter pill, right? But I was wrong.
Hi. Hello. Howdy. Hello. Hey there. Whatever. Sheesh. What? Okay. What's your problem, Stitch Lips? Sure. Crab cakes again. Back to work.
Lost a good soldier in the roads once. She fell down a hole. Found her 3 days later. She spent a whole day telling us all the strange things she saw while lost. A golden longboat floating in the air. Packs of hairless children hunting nugs. A giant skeleton on a throne. She woke up the next day. Couldn't remember any of it. I don't know where this lift leads, but we're about to find out the hard way. Get ready.
Where's the Flash? I know the Flash is here. I can smell him. Flash, do what you did. You might be fast, but not as fast as I am in war. You're not gonna catch me, Flash. Those Those guns won't stop me, Flash. First I'll kill you, then I'll kill them. King Shark wants you gone!
Old railway yard. About a day's travel south. Along the tracks. There's a machine shop there. I used to trade for time on the tools to keep my gear in order. Bush pilot like you should be able to handle them. Listen, stay along the tracks. Keep your eyes open for the old bear. If you see him, hide, and pray he doesn't pick up your scent. Don't get cocky, or we'll both end up dead. Good luck, pilot. Maybe we'll make a survivor out of you yet.
This place was pure hell. Who am I kidding? Where wasn't these days? I had to leave old Jeremiah behind. His own damn fault. I have to give it to him. He was as fast as they came at changing a tire. But he was too damn slow at getting me a slushy. At least we shook those ravening few locks. The destruction. The hopelessness. And the button that would simultaneously release the bomb clamps in countless blast towers all over Deponia.
Splish splash. I'm Creamy Zeus the pirate. My cream will give you scream dreams. It's settled then. You'll let me plunder America, and I'll let you live. Betrayal. Ouch. My heart. I'll be back for creamy revenge. Your friends at Hot Streets abandoned you. Your programmed friends couldn't care enough to save you. Now you will die alone. Prepare yourself for infinite cream. Hello, Jim. I want to play a game. You've dedicated your life to the criticism of others, but have you ever considered you may be the one in need of judgment? Game like Breath of the Wild, a 7 out of 10.
Hello?
Who will take you to task?
Yeah, I'm
yes,
still
this
here.
Is about Zelda. Shut up.
I thought we were just doing a bit for the video, but
complete the dungeon.
Just
win the game. Tonight's forecast calls for rain. It's me, Snake. Are you sure you're prepared to tell the whole story of Metal Gear?
Metal Gear?
Yeah, Metal Gear. I just hope the leaderboard is ready. And so concludes the insane saga of Solid Snake and Metal Gear. As bizarre as this story gets, Metal Gear is a series near and dear to my heart. Love truly can bloom on the battlefield. I'm David Hayter with the leaderboard. I'm Solid Snake. Thank you for listening. Snake out. I've been waiting for you, Miriam. But I am here to test you, not end you. If we are to come to an understanding, this is how we do it. Now, fight as if your life depended on it. My sword, the Zangetsuto. I came to England in pursuit of a demon named Gremory. Only by that blade may she be cut down. I've tried making contact with Gremory, but I have yet to cross paths with her even once. I will have my vengeance on her, even if it means parting with the sword. The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence.